really a Damascus steel would last a long time, right? And I think we actually have the stuff for that. So let's use it. Let's do it. We'll come back to that in just a second. And while that's going on, we can also go ahead and take care of this sulfur ore quest. We're going to buy these with Nami nickels. We're going to make a quick armor stand. Pretty cheap little device right here. These will be fine. There we go. And this is our new homie stand. We probably will have to go mining for more iron, or we'll have to buy it with Nami nickels. And I'm kind of trying to dodge that bullet at the moment. And now we've got 2 primitive blast furnaces at our disposal. Charcoal dust or coal dust, your choice. They're going to take some fine copper wire, or they're going to take some copper wire. All right, so now we need to make the resistors. So with all of that in hand, that will complete our electronic subcomponents quest. I'm going to prefer to do the 16A, okay? Which means we're going to have to make another circuit, but it's still not exactly going to be cheap. This is why making steel and having plenty of iron is going to be so important. Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to JD Plays Nomifactory. We got a lot of stuff to do that you just saw in the intro, so let's dig right into it, okay? This only lets us do 32 crafts, though. If we go through and look at these, this does 96. This does 128, 192. Steel does 256. Damascus steel does 512. Cobalt brass, wrought iron mortar. So really a Damascus steel would last a long time, right? And I think we actually have the stuff for that. So let's use it. Let's do it. 512 uses. Excellent. That thing's going to last for a long time. All right, with that done, let's take our dust recipe right here and let's swap the ingot for brick and get back some brick dust. We only need to do this to about 9 of them. I did way more than that. I'm going to do it to 18 of them. And then we're going to do clay. Where is my clay blocks? Right here. You can do the same number of clay blocks right quick. Where did my other... It's right here. Get that out of there. Okay, now if we take these 2 things and we mix them together, 18 of this and 18 of this, we're going to get back this stuff called fire clay. And we want to make all of it. And we're going to take said fire clay and we're just going to cook it up. It's going to take it a minute. It's okay. We're not rushed. We'll come back to that in just a second. And while that's going on, we can also go ahead and take care of this sulfur ore quest. We're going to buy these with Nami nickels. Okay, we should have a couple of Nami nickels stowed back. But let's say we didn't. What if we had no Nami nickels right now? Well, there's a quest for a thing in this game called a bounty board, right? So if you had no Nami nickels whatsoever, you spent them all, you could create this thing called this bounty board, okay? And you would need some paper and some wood. That's about it. Okay, so let's come over here. Let's get some wood. Not that recipe. Like that one works fine. Okay, and then so we need some paper. We don't have any of this with us. I don't know if I have any rice with me either, actually. I don't. So we'll probably need to go get some stuff for some paper. But we could make a bounty board. And from the bounty board, we could do bounties to get Nami coins. But we have a bunch of bounty coins available. See right here. Here's 1 Nami nickel. We'll go ahead and claim that one. And I think here's another one. So we'll claim that one. And that's going to allow us to pay for our sulfur. Each quest we do is going to give us more Nami coins. We're going to use those coins to buy all kinds of stuff. And you can always gain more. So they are very worthwhile to spend to save yourself time. So that's completed now. And we get this little head. I bought ore with Nami coins, right? So what we can do now, and you'll see that little head will show up in my inventory. There it is. We're going to make a quick armor stand. Pretty cheap little device. This guy right here. We're going to need some sticks. All right, there's sticks. Back to the armor stand. Let's make one of these. And if we take said armor stand, we'll just stick it right here for now. Stick the head on it. Stick his chest on it. You know what? We got an extra pair of boots for him. Right here. These will be fine. There we go. And this is our new homie, Stan. Oh, there we go. All right, we got Stan, the armor stand. We'll combine all this together. That's great. So we'll get the rest of our fire bricks cooked up. While we are waiting on that to complete, let's take a look at what our other options are at the moment. Realistically, unless we're going to go after these fuel catalyzers, which we can do this, but it's just a big use of wrought iron. And I haven't been making a lot of iron recently. We probably will have to go mining for more iron, or we'll have to buy it with Nami nickels. And I'm kind of trying to dodge that bullet at the moment. Now, what we're going to want to do with this is we're going to want to make a primitive blast furnace. So primitive blast furnace is right here. And we're going to need a few iron pieces. We're going to need 3 rods. We're going to need 2 screws. We're going to need 1 plate. We're going to want to double this, okay? So we're going to want 2 plates. And then we're going to want the rods. So we're going to want 6 rods, but we also are going to need the screws. So there's the 6 rods base that we need. Each screw will also take a rod. So if we put all this back in here together, we can now make the primitive blast furnace. We're going to need 1 brick for each one that we want to make, and we're going to just make 2 right off the bat. Now for these guys, we're just going to set them up, say, right over here on the edge. I'm thinking, let me make sure that I'm not going beyond the chunk border. Yeah, because that's what we don't want to do. We'll set 1 up. And these are our first multi-block structures. We want to leave these guys hollow. So you're looking for something like that. And I think I may need 1 more fire brick each. I may have undercounted. But I know we're going to want that there. We're going to want that there. We're going to want that there and that there. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. Let's get that off. And then I think I counted right. Just got to go up 1 more layer. There we go. And now we've got 2 primitive blast furnaces at our disposal. So this quest is now complete. So we now have the ability to make steel. In fact, we can double up on it because we've got double smelters here. So if I were to take half of this guy's and half of this guy's candy, take them, spread them, spread them. There we go. If I drop 4 of these in here, yeah. It's 1-to-1, but we're just going to get them running for a second. We'll start making, in every 45 seconds, a unit of steel, or 2 if we keep them both running. So we've got steel production going. That's a big step because this is what's going to allow us to start doing the rest of the crafting here. Next up is going to be electronic subcomponents. And for this, we are going to need paper for sure, because we're not to a point in the game where we can do it without paper yet. Now, the real reason we came over here was to get some paper, right? And we can get paper either from sugarcane or from rice. Our choice, whatever we prefer. We're gonna actually harvest both. Okay, we're gonna take the seeds we get back and redistribute them. What we're gonna work towards now, we've got plenty of resin on hand. That's good. We're gonna need that for making rubber sheets. And we can now do the recipe for the resistors. So if we do resistors, we'll see them right here. Resistors take charcoal dust or coal dust, your choice. They're going to take some fine copper wire, or they're going to take some copper wire. Your choice on that as well. Now, right now, fine copper wire is going to be made from a plate. We're going to snip it. Fine copper wire is snipping a foil. To get a foil, you have to hammer a plate, but you get 2 of them. Okay, so 1 plate becomes 2 foils. Each foil becomes 1 fine copper wire. On the flip side, 1 plate takes 2 ingots to make. And guess what? You have to use the plate here as well. So you're best off doing it through the foil process is where I'm going with that. In most scenarios, you're going to get more from foils if you have the option to use them. I would use them. So we need to make some copper plates. We're going to turn those into copper foils. So we made 4 plates that cost us 8 ingots. We got back 8 foils. If we had gone with wires, we would have gotten 4 wires out of 4 plates. And now because we chose to go with foils, we're going to get back 8 of these. Whereas from wires, actually, I don't know if you can even do those now that I think about it from wires. I think you have to do them from foils to start. It's almost always better to use foils though, like I was saying. Sometimes I forget things and I get confused. Sorry, guys. We're going to take these lovely pieces of charcoal that we hold so dear in our hearts, and we're going to turn them into dust. 1 dust per charcoal. Isn't it great? And then we're going to turn those with paper and resin into resistors. But there's a problem. We don't have any paper yet. Okay, let's go ahead and use, like I said, it's our choice which one we use. We're going to have an almost limitless amount of sugarcane soon, but for now I'm going to go ahead and use up the rice. Also, there are some other uses for rice. So you didn't know, you can make rice dough from 3 rice. You can take that and you can make cake base from it. You can make slime balls. You can cook those into rice bread. So there are a lot of uses for rice if you happen to have access to that and not to other stuff. These rice balls can be used to make leads. They can basically be used anywhere a slime ball could be used. So if you want to make cobwebs, if you want to make dwindle creams, if you want to make ender pearls, aqua chow, all of that is on the table the same as a slime ball would be. All right, we're making paper with them though. So boom, paper. The remaining rice, we're just gonna nom nom. All right, so now we need to make the resistors. We're using this pattern right down here. Throw these guys in. We'll get back 8 resistors from that. Okay, so that has now touched our inventory, so resistors. We're also going to need to make some vacuum tubes and some circuit boards. Okay, so circuit boards are not difficult yet, but this is very early on still. It's going to take more of these lovely guys. Okay, so we need to make more foils, so we need to make more plates. So we'll do that, and then we'll do that, and then we'll do that, and then we'll make these guys right here, which are just planks with resin. Okay, so we'll just throw that like that. Put these together, and there's our board. There we go. And now we just need some vacuum tubes. Vacuum tubes are a little more fun, especially early on, but they get easy to produce quickly, so don't stress it. We need sheets of glass to make this. And to get these sheets of glass, we're going to need just good old glass. I don't know why it doesn't or dictionary the different glass types. It should, but regular glass is all you need for this. You don't need anything special. It's nothing big. Okay, and then you're just going to take that. You're going to spread it across here, and you're going to pull out some glass tubes. Then we're going to need some copper wires, 3 per, and we're going to need a total of 6 of these. So let's go ahead and click the recipe for plates. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Copper wire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the last thing we're going to need is going to be a steel bolt. Well, a couple of them. Okay, so steel bolt. Just going to take a steel ingot, turn it into rod. Take the rod, split it into bolts. You get 2 per. Drop those back in. And there we go. We can now make, with the addition of our glass tubes right here, we can now make vacuum tubes. So there's 2 vacuum tubes. So with all of that in hand, that will complete our electronic subcomponents quest. And then with this, it's going to want us to make our first circuit and our first steel plate. So we made some steel right over here. Circuits are not a lot of fun to make, but you're going to be making absolute tons of these. So get ready. We're going to put our steel in here. We're going to get back a steel plate. We've made these before when we were making our harnesses for our bag upgrades, for our belt upgrades, sorry. We're going to take this right here, and if I remember right, it's something like 2 tubes somewhere and resistor. I don't remember. Let's just look at the pattern. There we go. I had it backwards. Okay. So we need to put everything back in the box. There's that. Here's the resistors. And oh, here's something new. We now need these red alloy cables. Guess what? We've already made them. So we're good. Stick those in there. And there's our first electronic circuit. Congrats, you just unlocked a new cape. See the cape selector in the terminal to use it. JDN has completed the challenge. Basic circuit. Oh, we screwed up. We forgot to pull the steel plate into our inventory. There we go. Now it's done. Don't forget to put things into your inventory. It's to your benefit. Okay, so now it's telling us that we are ready. We've done sulfur. We are ready to work on LV power and the LV battery buffer. So the engine right here, this dynamo, produces RF. We aren't going to be using RF yet. There will be some RF used later, but they're going to make us use LV to start. LV is low voltage power. Until now, you have been generating RF power with your steam dynamos, but GregTech machines require EU power. With your first circuit in hand, you are ready to build a low voltage energy converter. Okay, that's this guy right here. Here's the kicker. I don't want to build this. This is a 4A. 4A is terrible. There are different flavors of an energy converter. So if we come in here and we type energy converter, there's a whole bunch of these, okay? They range from LV all the way up to UHV, and, you know, lots of fun in between. But not only that, they also have 1A, 4A, 8A, and 16A. I'm going to prefer to do the 16A, okay? Which means we're going to have to make another circuit. We're going to need some of these 16x tin cables and 16x red alloy cable. Now that's kind of a big jump. But the thing about it is it's a jump that's worth it because we're not wasting any resources. Having the 16x from the start is going to be well worth it, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't tried it this way. Last time I just followed the quest and did the 4A. We're gonna, if you don't want to do the 16A, no blame from me. Do the 4A. But I'm gonna attempt for fun to do the 16A. We're gonna see how it turns out. And that means it's gonna take me a lot of tin because each of these guys takes 64. Like, I'll explain. We've got 44 tin plates here, but we're about to make these into 10 wires, right? So it takes 16 10 wires to make one 16x cable. I need 4 of those. And guess what? The next thing that we're going to make, which is going to be the battery buffer, it's also going to want 16x tin cables. So we're going to want to get some more tin ore, and I can either go and mine that, or I can just buy the ore using Nominickels, right? So we've got cassiterite right here. It's going to cost 2 Nominickels. Well, fortunately for us, we've got a whole bunch of Nominickels sitting around doing nothing. So let's grab them and make our lives easier because I don't want to go mine right now. I want to push forward in the quest lines. Although I love mining and I will go do some more mining soon probably. But maybe I'll do that off camera. All right, so with that in place, we can just shift click these in. Or, I'm sorry, just click them in, click the plus, and pull out cassiterite. There's us 128. That'll do. Okay. And if we drop these bad mamma jammas in here and just start cooking them up, grab these guys out, melt those down, and we'll go ahead and boost these dudes up. Drop it in, drop it in. You can get boosted up. That's fine. And now we got 10 again. Excellent. Oh no, this is exactly the problem. We're going to be going through our items, our crafting items, so rapidly. It's ridiculous. So do we have any better, materials to make that out of? Well, we can make steel, and we do have a bit of Damascus steel left, but it's still not exactly going to be cheap. This is why making steel and having plenty of iron is going to be so important. We only have 14 iron left as it is right now. And we still have to get through a bunch of red alloy ingots and a whole bunch of other stuff. This is why you might want to start off with doing just the regular 4A to start, because it's not cheap to do this. Okay, to do what I'm gonna go for here. In fact, I'm probably gonna need to go mine for a bit and come back. So I think I will do that right quick. I might be able to pull off making a pair of steel snips right quick though. Recipe. We're gonna need plates, so let's do 1, 2, 3 plates, and then we're gonna need, what is it, 2, 3 of these, and we'll make a steel bolt, and we'll turn that steel bolt into a steel screw, and then we'll do, right there it was, steel wire cutters. These guys have 128 uses left on them. Okay, great. Bam. All right, so we've got 3 stacks of the 4 that we need. And guess what's going to break next, most likely? Look at that hammer. It's doing great, right? Okay. Okay. So now if we take all these guys, and it's actually better to do this in my box right here. It's just faster. Having those in hand, we're going to need 5 rubber each to make each of these. Okay. Put those in. How much rubber do we have? None. Oh, that's not good. Let's do that. Oh, there goes our hammer. All right, so now we've got to come up with a new hammer. And it's going to be a fun, constant flipping of materials like this to get us through. There's enough steel to make a new hammer. Boom. Oh, gotta put the ingots in. There we go. There's our steel hammer. Great. Ready to continue. Don't forget, we also need more red alloy ingots to do this, because currently what we have is just not going to be enough. We need at least 2 more. So let's go ahead and clear this, put this guy back in. 1, 2. And we're probably going to need more than that, by the way. Just FYI. But this will at least get us all the plates that we need. So let's go ahead and cook those up and bring those back in. And let's make plates out of those. Oh yeah, that's only half. That's right. I'm used to being on a little bit higher tier. And we can go back to making rubber sheets now. We've got what? We need 20. I think we're going to need 25 actually. All right, so with that done, now we can make these. Yeah, right on. All right, and then with these guys, we can throw these in here and make the rest of these. Then we can do the little snip, pull out our wires, take our wires, make 4x, make 16x, make this, but put this in instead, and get this. All right, cool. So we're almost there. Remember, this is just for the power converter, okay? We're still gonna need to make a microchip. I'm sorry, a electronics circuit. So we're gonna need to make some more vacuum tubes and all that good jazz. Go take care of that real quick. So vacuum tubes were over here, and we're gonna need 2 of these. And for that, we're gonna need glass. And for that, we're gonna need, glass. Oh wait, we don't have any glass. Okay. Throw some sand in here right quick. We were not prepared, boys. There. Go. Pull that out. Need 2 of these. There we go. All right. Need steel bolts. Need steel rods. Make steel rods. Need steel ingots. There's steel ingots. Need 2 of these to make these. Bam, bam. And that will allow me to make these as soon as I have those. To get those, we need to make more plates. If you notice, the recipes that I locked in here, they're not staying. Isn't it fun? Isn't it nice? They're supposed to stay. That's supposed to be one of the big pluses to having these as your crafting tables, is that the recipes stay. All right, so we're gonna need to take some chalcopyrite here. Run this through. We've got some brass, we've got some bronze. Don't let it trick you thinking you've got more copper than you do, because it loves to do that to you. I promise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be enough for this round. Put that up there, put this in, and pull out 6 copper. All right. Plug these in, get 2 more of these bad mamma jammas back. We need to make another round of these dudes, so we're gonna need more foils. So what? Oh, we need more plates. My bad. My bad. We're almost to the end of our copper. This is terrible. There's our 8. Make our circuit board. Go. And now make our circuit. Missing a steel plate. There you go. There's our circuit. All right. So it's like, hey, we should almost be there now, right? Wrong. Now we need to go in and make the LV machine hole, which is going to take 2 wrought iron plates, another steel plate, and 2 tin cable that have been coated in rubber. Along with that, we're going to make an LV machine casing, which is going to take 8 more steel around a wrench. How much steel do we have currently? Well, I bet about 5. Nope, I was wrong. 4. So, do we have any more iron? Doesn't look like it. And we don't really have a good method of getting any iron short of going out and mining. But let me make sure that I'm not going crazy with that. So we've got this right here will produce iron, I believe. Yes, it will. Okay, so we got a tiny bit of iron left. Just a fragment of it. What else we got? Coal, diamonds, galena, gold, graphite, silver. Oh, I had a bunch of redstone over here. I wasn't paying attention. I should have seen that. Here's some more copper, actually. So I did have a little bit of stuff over here that I had forgotten about. That's good. That at least makes this somewhat easier, right? There's 4 in there, 5 in there. Perfect. Okay. Let's grab these and grab those. Pop those in there. Pop those in there. And we'll have some more steel coming up in no time. The problem is that each of the steel plates that we need for the upcoming recipes are going to take 2 steel ingots. This is terrible. This is killing us. We need to get away from this method of doing things as fast as possible. Okay, so we need just some good old iron. Doesn't matter what kind, just some iron. And there's a whole bunch of options for it. We're going to take standard iron for 2 nominals. Okay, let's throw these bad mamma jammas in and get them cooking. Oh, and we're going to need some wrought iron, which I think we've got. Yeah, we've got a little bit of wrought iron, so we're not too terrible there just yet. All right, that'll get us started. So 1 plate there, and then 4 more. Have I made any of these recently? I know we're gonna need 2 of those, and then we're gonna need. Do I have some more tin laying about? I do. I've got some in my bags, in fact. All right, let's make a couple of tin plates and clip those into tin wires and turn those into those bad dudes right there. Yeah. Nope. Yep. That, this, that, go. Okay, that's got that part done. Oh, come on. Steel's holding up the process here. All right, there's 6. We need at least 2 more, but 1 more will let us start on the next part of the recipe, and will leave us only waiting for 1 plate. And after this, we're just about done with this section, short of a pretty intense mining session to make a jetpack, because jetpacks are what kind of free us up in the world, as always. All right, we're gonna take all 8 of these. I was gonna wait to do this, but we're gonna do it now. Put a wrench around it, and that's gonna give us a LV machine casing. I don't remember if we need to hold the LV machine casing or not. So I'm just gonna be safe, put it in there, plug that into there. We're missing uno steel plates. 1 plato. Un plato. Okay. Steel plates coming up. That gives us our LV machine hull. And with that, we can make a 16A. Okay, there we go. 16A LV energy converter. Boom, done. Sweet. That starts us off with the big boy. And so if we put fuel in this guy, he's going to start powering this guy up. That about wraps things up for this one, guys. If you liked it, like it. If you'd like to see more, like it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon for notifications, and remember to share this video out if you don't mind. I would appreciate it. It will help the channel grow. Remember that we do live stream all of this content on Twitch TV/JDon77. So stop by, say hi. See you there.